Look at that, baby. Woo! Yo, 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 yo! Welcome back to another season of Catfish versus Crabs. So this year on Catfish versus Crabs, aka Stone Crab season, we got some excitement, we got some experiments, we got some thrills, we got some chills, and hopefully we get some claws. Typically, it's a challenge, all right? We don't catch a whole lot of stone crabs, and typically it's a lot more catfish than stone crabs, but this is the year we're all gonna change. So, this year it's going down. The stone crabs are getting treated to pretty much a hibachi buffet. We have them set up with chicken and shrimp for bait. I don't know what else you can get better than that. Hell, I want some chicken and shrimp for dinner, let alone these freaking stone crabs having it. So we got 5 traps out in the Intercoastal Waterway here in North Palm Beach, Florida. Let's go get them crabs, baby. Catfish versus crabs. Let's see how we do. Hopefully we get some claws. That's all that I can say. Bring on the claws, baby. Welcome back to Jimmy's and Sooks. My name's Brad. Let's do this. Let's go get them crabs. All right, first things first, let's show you how we get these traps set. Let's head on out. Okay. Now we need the kayak. All right, so we're getting this stuff loaded up now. We've got shrimp, we've got chicken, and some kids came by and gave me some mullet. So I'm gonna toss a little bit of that in, but I'm throwing in some shrimp, mullet, chicken, and we're gonna see how that does. Typically, I think last year I used fish. Chicken does well with the stone crabs, but we'll see how it does this year. So kind of an experiment. Let's go ahead and get a couple out. So I'm gonna drop 2 or 3 on this side over here, and then I'm going to go across and I'm going to drop 2 probably over there and over there, but yeah, and then we'll be back in like 5 or 6 days. We'll let it sit out here for close to a week. That'll be like October 17th and it'll all be good. Stone crabbing season is upon us. All right, let's see how we do. All right, we are out here. We're going to drop these pots. What's the rules and regulations for stone crabs? So October 15th, you can start to pull the traps up and collect the claws. A lot of people will put these traps out here about a week or 2 prior and just start collecting the stone crabs up that way. But that's kind of the process there. Closes in May 1st. So that's the last day you can pull your trap. I'm shooting for a little bit deeper water. Kind of an experiment, but we're going to give it a shot here with this water depth. Always using the wire traps because I think they catch really well. Highly effective. Highly effective. All right, blue's in. As always, we're using Jimmy's and Sooks traps, so finest quality material you can get. All Riverdale wire, all American made, not like that flimsy Chinese stuff that'll just deteriorate. Hit me up, Gmail, jimmysandsooks@gmail.com. Ask me some questions, I'll get you some answers. Highly effective. Blue crab, stone crab, doesn't matter. If it's got claws, this thing's catching it. All right. Let's see how deep this sucker is first. We have like, I don't know, 25 feet of rope. Now for the longer trip, all the way across. See how we do. Calm day in comparison to what it could be. This place gets wild, man. That's where we're headed. This kind of looks like a good spot. Just curious at the water depth, so we'll test it before we let go. All right, red one's in. Now get this yellow one in. So my guess for the pull, more catfish than crabs for sure. But I'm gonna go 8 claws, 8 keeper claws this pull. We'll see. Sitting right out front of Munyon Island. Let's see if we got enough line. Yeah, we're good. Oh yeah, first pull of the season. All right, as we're walking up for today's pull, wanted to just continue on with some of the regulations here for stone crab season. Traps, they require a registration number, as well as a name and an address. Make sure you put that information on there. The registration number is free. All you have to do is buy a $17 saltwater fishing license. Very pretty. All right. We got a couple out here, and then I got a couple over on the other side. So let's hit it and get it. Yeah, super windy. You're probably not gonna be able to hear this, but you can get all of your license requirements taken care of by GoOutdoorsFlorida.com. All right, when I came and put these out on Saturday, this guy wasn't here. Drives me insane. Sucker up. See what we got, baby. First pull of the season. This is definitely the most shallow water depth of all the traps we have set. Some are probably close to 20 feet. How many? We got 1 blue crab, one keeper stone crab, 1 probably tossed back. All right, I'm gonna dump these in the bucket, then we'll toss it back out with some more chicken. Look, that's not bad. All right, chicken going in. Let's do it. All right, guess we'll go three in and reset. All right, let's toss this back out.
No, not yet.
All right, the stone crabs are also unique in that certain counties have certain rules. So if you're in like Monroe County or maybe I think it's like Biscayne Bay area, you have to check the requirements because they're not all the same across Florida. Let's pull this puppy up. Pull it up. All right, so this is the I think the one with rebar, so it's really heavy. It did really well last year. We got a catfish or something. We got some fish. All right, those are nice. Man, we're not doing bad at all. What do we have here? What do we got? Some spot? I guess those are spot. I don't know. But what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 stone crabs. All right. 4 stone crabs. All right. There's some more chicken in. 3 drumsticks here. Probably come back on Sunday and see what we got for another pull. So I've noticed as I'm pulling these traps up, and I've only pulled up 2, that I've caught 2 crabs with no claws at all. So both claws have been harvested, which is completely legal in Florida. However, I would say that it's frowned upon, as you want to keep the sustainability of the species and allowing them that extra claw will do that. So you can keep 2, but don't. Beautiful, beautiful out here. Freaking beautiful. Singer Island, Munyon Bay, or Munyon Island. All right, you'll notice the buoy, 6 inches, has a 2-inch R on it. You can get bigger buoys if you want, but it has to be at least 6 inches, and the R has to be at least 2 inches. Let's see. So for traps, you can use wooden traps, wire traps, and plastic traps. The wooden traps, there's a catfish. That's a nice stone crab there. So 3 catfish, 2 stone crabs, and one of them is a egging stone crab, so we'll try and toss her back as soon as possible. You, sir, have what I would call keeper claws. All right, everybody else, go back. Got a little blue crab in there. We'll toss her in just for the heck of it. All right, going back in with some more chicken. So as we're coming in on this next one, I was mentioning the trap style, so you can have wooden, plastic, or wire traps. I prefer wire 100%. I feel like it just catches better. And I 1000% prefer Jimmy's and Sook's traps over any other trap out there. Best quality trap you can get. Obviously, they catch the heck out of crabs, stone crabs, blue crabs, any crab. Let's see what we got. Oh, gas. Yeah, we got a couple. And a catfish. All right, not a bad day at all. We'll go ahead and get these dumped. I'm gonna select the claws on the shore. I tried doing that like 3 years ago on the water. Chaos, terrible idea. All right, let's get these dumped, and then I'll meet you on shore. Actually, I got one more to pull. One more trap to pull. All right, get the fuck out of here. This one only has 1 claw. All right, Miss Female, you go back. Also, this female blue crab. All right, so most of these traps were set at least 10 feet. Some of them are up to 20 feet. That's just what's working right now. So FYI, if you're setting them, I would target over 10. That's just me. Wow, here getting a little afternoon delight, fun ride in. All right, let's cross. Let's cross. It's a risky move, but we're crossing. Here we come. Yo, check this out. Y'all want to see something cool? Ooh, wait. A little light on these. Dang, can't even see it. Look at that. Awesome. All right. Such a cool little beach, man. If you have kids, small kids, the waves don't get crazy big. And, you know, the water's pretty clear. It's nice. Great beach. I call it Lighthouse Park. I don't even know the name of it in reality. All right, this is it. I think. Pretty sure. What a beautiful night, man. This is absolutely just phenomenal. All right. And this is the last one. All right. This is a deep one. Another deep one. Oh, shit balls. Wow. Lots of fish. Not a single stone crab. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 catfish and some spot and a little baby girl blue crab. All right, I'm gonna pull this one in. I don't know what that is. Little jelly stuff.
Oh, I bet you're getting crabs. You're getting bait?
Yeah, no, it's crabs, but there's just none in there.
Oh.
Yeah. I got the, there's a blue crab up there.
Ah.
So we're gonna do a quick dump. We've really crushed it out here. So I'm gonna take the claws off in the kayak on the shore because it's just easier. I tried to do it 1 year without, and that was crazy. All right, little girls, this is a female. Oh, that's a male crab. Maybe I'll keep him. We'll hang on to you, sir. Has some eggs showing, so with the eggs showing, you cannot take a claw. You have to send her back. She's pregnant, so she'll release these eggs soon. We'll toss her back. Claws intact. That is a nice looking claw right there. So that is a monster claw. So there's a few ways to try and get these off without killing yourself. We're gonna keep this big one, and the way that you measure it is with our trusty gauge here. So it's 2 7/8, 2 7/8, and you measure from the bottom tip to tip. So 2 7/8, which is actually this one. This is well over, so that's definitely a keeper claw. So now, how do we take the claw off? Ooh, could you imagine if that was your hand? What you can do, you can crack them, but the easier, softer method here is to get them right here, spike them. If he'll let me. Spike them. This always takes a little bit of time. All right. And then they eventually just drop the claw because they realize they're getting attacked and they don't like that. So they're like, let me get rid of that thing. So now he will regrow this claw. We'll send him back with this one. That way he can eat. And yeah, good stuff all around right there. But that's definitely a keeper claw as well. Let's do a real quick measurement just to show you. So this would be easily a keeper claw by a 1/2 inch. All right, tossing it back. And as I was mentioning, there's a lot of crabs in here, surprisingly, with just one claw or no claws. So this one has one. We'll toss him back, but that's definitely a keeper claw as well. It would be 2 and certainly 2 7/8, almost 3 1/4. Toss back. That is a great claw. That might be the only one we get to keep. Oh, no sir, we got one here. So we're gonna keep this one, big one, definitely. I'll measure it just for the sake of measuring it and doing things the right way, but I know it's well over. It's like 4 inch, 3 1/2 inch claw. All right. Again, what we'll do is poke and hope that he never gets a hold of us, because if he does, he's gonna really hurt us. Really good. He wants to be bad. Really do not want to get pinched. That would be terrible. Alright, you should be dropping this one here momentarily. He knows the gig is up. There we go. Alright, that's how it's done. We'll toss him back. Great. great keeper claw. So I do not suggest putting your fingers in the tips of the claw because I've heard after they're removed, they will still clinch down. So here's another egg-bearing female crab. So that's the egg sac right there, that orange stuff. So we'll go ahead and toss her back. Both claws intact. There you go, little lady. Keep it going, you know what I mean? Female crab, we'll just toss her back too. I don't really need female blue crabs. All right, so this is going to be probably not a keeper. So we got, what are we at here? 2 7/8 is this one. Actually, to my surprise, it is not. No, it's not. So it's very close, but it's not. Going back. Last one. Somebody already got to him. No claws at all. Good luck, brother. Good luck, brother.
Poor thing.
And then this one here, I almost forgot about. We got a keeper claw here.
It doesn't want to let go.
Yeah. We'll do the measurement just in case. Make sure. It's probably gonna be hard to see because he won't let go of my bucket. So 2 7/8, well over 2 7/8. So a great keeper claw. That's it. It's as easy as that, folks. And crabs, they don't like to hang. Once you make them hang, they tend to let go. So if you're ever getting pinched, let them hang. I don't know if that works for the stone claws. And their pinch is serious, so I don't know if I would trust it. All right, that's it. Headed out. We'll go back to the house, cook these up. Catfish versus stone crabs. I guess it was about 10 to 10. So, not bad. Good day. 3 claws, that sucks. I thought we had more than that. That one's still very alive. The rest of them they're all alive. But these guys here are a bit cold. This one, he just came out of the water. So he's really alive. But yeah, we'll get them tossed in, and then we're gonna cook these claws. You can use water from the intercoastal, ocean water, or regular tap water. Today we're using tap water. We'll go ahead and get these cooking while this is boiling. Keeping them in the refrigerator like this will keep them alive, as long as you have a nice towel over top of them. They don't dry out. You know, you may have 1 or 2 that will not survive. This one here, yeah, he's alive. May have a couple that won't survive, but they do pretty well. Keep them in the bottom shelf. Yeah, that guy. Bottom shelf works great. It's not super cold. Yeah, you boys are big and very alive. That's great. Got a little JO number 2 going on. So put a layer of JO on, then I'll put another layer of crabs in. And then we'll put another layer of JO on. And we'll cook these for about 25-30 minutes. When they're cold like this, I give them an extra 5 minutes. Just on the safe side. So I got these out of the St. Lucie River yesterday. And these stone claws I got for the coastal today. Good looking Good looking spread. If you're doing it right, that's what it should look like. Let those cook, steam for about 25 minutes. Nice looking claws. We'll go ahead and toss them into this boiling water. Once we get like a rolling boil, we'll toss these in for about 7-8 minutes. We'll pull them out, let them cool. I like mine hot, so that's how I'm gonna eat it. But we'll enjoy those as an appetizer to the crabs. Crabs before the crabs. We are rolling boil. Super duper hot. Woo. All right, 8 minutes. Then we'll pull those off. All right, it's coming together here. These things are definitely done. It's been about 8 minutes. We'll pull them out. We have the butter over there getting ready. And then we're gonna enjoy some stone crabs. Look at that, baby. Woo! Hot! Cool down a little bit. Butter. Plated up, looking nice. Big old claws, just 3. But you know what? This is gonna be delicious. So, now how you get into these things, and this is still piping hot, by the way, but this is it. This is your tool of choice. Just a regular old spoon. So last year I looked like a stud getting these things popped open. Let's see if we can do it again. All right, so you take it. Always go on the inside of the claw, not the outside. The outside will crush the shell in. Inside will not do that. So we'll take it. Hot. Hot, hot, hot. Oh. It was a great clean break. But I didn't get it out. Dang. Oh well. But that's how it's done. And there is a ton, I mean a ton of meat in there. So let's see if we can do another one. Take this second biggest one out here. Woo! Hot. God have mercy, that's hot. So freaking hot. Wow. All right, let's try it. So we're gonna do a nice clean break, hopefully. Oh, that was just about perfect. Let's see how this thing popped open. Damn it, again. Well, if I can get this thing out, it'll be a really nice chunk of meat. All right, last one. I don't think this is gonna go well either, but give it a shot. I know that's not gonna work out so well. Yeah. That's it, folks. That's what it's all about right there. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. I don't think that light helps. Maybe it does. But beautiful stone crab claw. Very expensive in the stores. So this right here, I would say is probably about $30, maybe $40 worth of stone crab claws, just because they're ginormous. Like, I mean, these are enormous claws. You can eat not only the claw, like the pincher claw itself, but you can eat these knuckles as well. This big knuckle here, that knuckle there, they open right up and they're delicious. All right, folks, my battery is dying fast. It has like 2 minutes of life every time I turn it on. But this is what we're talking about right there. That is one of the big claws. That's a big old chunk. So the way I like it, a little bit of butter. This is gonna be really good. It's amazing. I can't eat a lot of them, you know, maybe like 4 or 5 and I'm done, but so good. Such a great treat. All right, before this closes off, Make sure you take a chance to like and subscribe to this video. This is Stone Crabbing 101 out here in North Palm Beach, Florida. October 16th. We caught 3 claws, but we caught like 12 stone crabs. So it's been a great start to the year, and we'll give it another shot out here. I put some chicken back in there, so we'll try it out again on the next one. I'm gonna finish these off. I forgot all about the crabs. Gotta show you the crabs. Get these things unloaded. They look great. That's the star of the show. Stone crab was fun. Blue crabs are delicious. So that's how they turned out. They look great. I'm not gonna bore you with the picking. I got other videos that'll show that. But these are some nice looking crabs for the St. Lucie River. And I'm gonna enjoy them. All right, y'all, I'm out.